G'day, it's John Willis from Club Marine TV here, and I gotta say, look at this. This is just aquatic eye candy. This is a Cruisers 338, and it comes from one of America's biggest boat builders as well, most successful. And what's more, it's got a pair of Mercury Verado 350 horsepower outboards on the back with the joystick controls as well. So this thing just spells fun, 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 with luxury and sports to go with it. What a beauty. Let's have a play. Sam, I've got to say, I'm actually a little bit blown away by this boat. I don't mind bringing another big American into this. This is a cruiser's boat, but Mastercraft have always had that sort of bling feel about them, that ultra luxury, but with that billet aluminium and stainless sort of trim. And Cruisers have brought that into this magnificent 33-foot boat. Tell us a bit about them.
Definitely. So Cruisers, a big American brand, been building boats since well before the 1950s. More associated with the big boat end of the market. So their biggest boat at the moment is 60 feet. Normally cruisers, and what they've done is bring that cruiser feel and cruiser build quality to the smaller end of their market, and what a machine they've made.
Haven't they done it just beautifully? But this one's also been a little bit custom designed and trimmed to the owner's requirements, yeah?
Yeah, so with Cruisers being used to building those bigger boats, they used to be building more custom options or special option requests as we call them, and they're happy to tailor their boats however we want them.
Mate, I've got to say, it's just majesty afloat, isn't it? It really is. It's not imposing, it's glorious, isn't it?
It is. It's luxury, but not too in your face.
No.
And a just very well built machine.
Being a well-built machine, it's got that bow rider layout, but it's also got a good big deep hull that you'd be quite happy to take to sea too.
Definitely. So we've got a 3.3 metre beam on this boat, so nice and wide, 10 metres waterline length, and very deep in the side. So as you can see, you're leaning up with your arm to get onto the side of the boat there. Nice and safe for the family and the kids up the front here if they want to have a cruise.
Mate, out the back we've got good boarding platforms, plenty of deck room and accommodation for a lot of fun on decks. But you've also got a sports boat layout. You can get in and out of that rear deck quite easily in the water, yeah? Correct.
And this boat's available in both inboard and outboard configurations. In both options you have a good size swim platform. Clearly with the stern drive option, we can add a bigger swim platform to that equation as well.
Yep.
But plenty of real estate out the back for having a good number of people on board.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of little electrical activated items on this as well. Do you like that? Electrical activated items.
Definitely.
What do we got?
So we've got the shore shade rear sun protection out the back. And then all the things you'd expect to find on a boat of this calibre, your electric anchor winches, really good freshwater showers throughout the boat that will basically reach every single area on board. We've got your TVs if you want them, we can run generators on here, we've got everything that you need.
But for the bit of doof, mate, you've got a thumping sound system too.
Correct, we've got a really good kicker stereo system on here, subwoofers, I believe there's 12 speakers throughout the boat, so we've got plenty of doof.
We could rock out St Kilda, couldn't we?
We could do just that.
Let's do it. From the minute you walk on the boat, you're just going to be impressed with all of the features, but the ergonomics and the layout as well. Just terrific, really comfortable. I mean, just enormously comfortable. But the other little things that make it comfortable are the fridges, the pull-out esky up the front, and a little kitchenette here as well. Just ideal. There's a whole heap of living and party zones, if you like, around here, but plenty of spots just to chill out on, like this beautiful rear-facing lounge. It's just glorious in the winter sunshine. And if I really wanted to get lazy, I could just hit the button, fold down as a big day bed with a backrest as well. So I can actually steer the whole boat just by this joystick. I can go forward, I can go backwards, I can go sideways, whatever I like, or I can hit the swivel and actually go around in circles as well. So if I just want to stay stationary and go nowhere, I just hit skyhook and the motors will just hold me in place. You'll feel like the king of the bay when you jump behind the helm of this beautiful Cruisers 338. It is just magnificent. Beautifully laid out, really comfortable. Everything's where it should be. You can see all your dashboard instrumentation. You can see your multi-function gauges. Everything is just at arm's reach or visually just beautiful. But it's got a real sports boat feel about it as well. With the joystick and the twin motor control, you can just put this boat absolutely anywhere. And when you really want to get up and moving and have some fun and get the wind in your hair, don't forget you've got this comfortable bolster seat to go with it. Speaking of getting wind in the hair, we found 45 knots already on the Speedo, and the spec sheet tells us we're going to get closer to 50. When it comes to handling, this boat drives as good as it looks. And if you do happen to get caught out in a big nasty sea, you're going to have the confidence to get back safely. You're in for a big surprise. I was. Look at the amount of room inside the cabin. I mean, you've got a bow rider out the front. It's a sports boat style of boat. But this has got plenty of room. There's a ton of headroom. It's airy. It's large enough for what this slides out to become a double bed as well. You've got the microwave, you've got the sound system head units, entertainment, good lighting. You can put a telly down here if you so opt. And there's even a really good little bathroom there that's large enough for us big blokes, including a shower, vanity and the head. I gotta make special mention too, I just love this big, bold ebony hull with the ochre coloured ultra leather type upholstery too. It's just absolutely gorgeous. The windscreen's great, the frame's great, everything about it just speaks strength. And the bottom line, any boat that's got a quarter vent window is okay by me. At a price starting up around the $400,000 mark, it's not a cheap boat, but then you wouldn't expect it to be with quality like this. But you know the hardest part about this whole thing is having to give it back at the end of the day. I've just loved it. This has been John Willis for Club Marine TV.